Okay, let's go again. An IM 2335. Let's play maybe G3 Bishop G2 system. I'll leave the centre be taken now. I don't want to take its queens off and reduce all the tension, I think. So I want this position with H3, maybe A4 at some point. So C6, A4, I just want to stop B5. I'll play H3 a bit sort of Karpovian if possible. Bishop E3, G4, Knight G3. I remember that's a nice plan I saw once. Again with Karpov, just gaining space nicely on the king's side. Trying to reduce black's counterplay. Okay, might have B4, but his queen side I'm hoping is going to be a bit weaker. It's queen side pawns, so I've got a good grip on E4. Maybe C3 to try and weaken the queen side pawns here. A5 might be a bit of a weakness. He's going to go bishop A6. He's going to try and undermine my centre with bishop A6. Perhaps if he plays C5 then D5. If he takes this weakness might be more evident. Maybe something like Queen D2 and F4 later. Okay, so Queen D2 here, stopping Bishop G5 anyway, putting pressure on this on these pawns. So for the moment, Knight F5 looks like tasty. Knight. Okay, what about F4 coming up? I don't want that knight to go particularly. He's going to take it, isn't he? He's not going to allow Knight G3, unfortunately. Let's add some excitement here. I think a knight sacrifice. Or, yeah, I'm tempted. King's Engine-ish. Okay, Knight G3, take. Rook H8, Bishop H6, Rook G8. Maybe there's nothing to speak of there. I just grab the bishop and grab the dark squares and then Knight G3 after. So Bishop H6, grab the dark squares for Knight G3 and then maybe Knight F5 as a threat. Takes, there'll be Queen G5 if the Queen wasn't on G5. And maybe Bishop F1 to try and weaken the light squares at some point. Okay, he's putting pressure on the dark squares. Gonna take the E pawn. Is that any good? Then maybe G5. F6, I'll get C6. Let's go for it. Add a bit of spice. Get 2 pawns for it. Actually, Knight F4, there's Queen F, oh, Bishop takes. Okay. So maybe there's even G5 coming up. Get another pawn here. So maybe Bishop D5 would be useful. Okay, if I take, then Queen move at some point. I'll take on D7 and take on E5. He's got Queen C6 there. Oh no, take on D7, there's Queen G5. F6, I'll win another pawn. As soon as he plays... no, I'm going to win lots of pawns, let's do it. Get this Queen G5. So F6, I'm going to take on G7, maybe take on E5, get another pawn. I can't now Queen C6. So Rook F8, do I need to exchange off queens? It's Queen G5 would stop Queen C6, Rook F7, F6. At some point King H2 and Rook G1, if I wanted to parry this diagonal and carry on with maybe a G-file attack. So let's imagine Rook F8, Queen G5, Rook F7, King H2, Queen C6, Rook G1. In this position I'm defending against G2. Maybe Rook G3, Rook G1. Okay, let's go for that. Try and keep an attack going. So Rook F7, King H2 for Rook G1. Trying to keep an attack going. There's F6 on the cards. Queen F3, the other run to F1. Okay, if the other one goes to F1 to protect F2, I can hopefully evict the Queen with Rook G3 and then start to threaten F6. What about F6 here? Is he banking on dangerous pawn over here? Most likely. If I just take that centre pawn for a moment to avoid any issue with these pawns on the queen side. I know that seems silly, but f6, let's imagine takes, and that's really, really dangerous. So let's just take this and just do rook f1. Mind you, if he takes, okay, f6 is not on the cards. Queen g, rook g3 to evict the queen. Oh, he's going to play queen e2. Right, so there's no f6. There's taking doesn't do anything. What about this pawn situation? I'm going to just go for the pawn situation to try and just get this pawn mass working, because I think his knight's kind of restricted. So maybe the key is in the pawn mass here. Threatening d6. Is he going to let d6 go? There's bishop e5, seemingly juicy position. Rook e4, bishop e3. The knight's still restricted there. Oh, nasty move. Okay. Back knight. Oh dear. Okay. Oh dear. He's putting the pressure on. Can I get these pawns together if I connect the pawn structure? Nope. Oh dear. Can my king come in to f4? It's rook e4. So f6. Well, there's bishop d2 to exchange off things. Exchange off the rooks. Then try and get the king in. Maybe that's best. It's not really what I had intended from before. King, a pawn set to get king f4, rook e4, king g5. Okay, it's only double pawns here. Let's exchange off to try and get rook c7 in. I'm going to lose d4, king can come to f6, maybe rook c7 later. Ah, okay, he's letting me... Okay, he's not letting my king come in. Maybe an exchange of rooks here, or just one rook. Bishop takes e1. I think exchange of rooks. Okay, let's go for an exchange of rooks. Full exchange of rooks. It's probably silly. I'm just wanting this pawn mass. Don't tell me I'm going to lose a pawn on the queen side now. I can't allow that. Okay, so h4 g5. Oh no. Oh no. Pawns are too quick. That's a real shame. I'll try and get my pawns going anyway. I think I've gone ahead now. Knight e4, king e4. It's king. Bishop's tied down to d5 for a moment. Okay, so get the king over here just in case. Try and get these pawns going. So f6, f5, maybe. Okay, there's bishop b4 on the cards needed. Ah. Yes. Okay, at least my d pawn is okay. Uh-oh. That looks bad. Bad news. Okay. Yes, end of game, I think. I can't really grab. Okay, the last straw. There's these. No, it's gone, isn't it? That's end of the game. Resign here. Queen h7, mate. Oh well. There was a key move. It was exciting for a while, but there was a key move which unfortunately, I mean, maybe f6 here. Actually, there's just queen f3 picking up the pawn, isn't there? Because queen f2 is a killer threat. So this knight e6, because that knight was restricted before knight. Yeah, unfortunately, knight e6. Why didn't I just take on d6 here? If I just taken on d6, maybe that's a better chance. Knight d4, and then he's threatening knight f3 check. King g3. That would seem... oh, it's knight e2. So the knight sprung into life after that. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.